actually just How you doing? I had to run out.
I didn't see you after.
Yeah, I had to run out because my board chair wanted some stuff. So make sure.
I dig it.
What's up?
So,
Yes,
Tufts University made it to the Sweet 16.
16. Oh, did? Are you serious?
Division
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Division 3. Right.
And,
That's way on the radar basketball.
You were in a cheerleader?
No. Although my sister, who is on the dance troupe at Vandy, to me it looks like cheerleading. I was like, wait, I thought you were a dancer, not a. But in addition to being on the dance troupe at Vandy, she's also in the honors program.
She was
Yeah.
Hello, Sean.
Yeah.
Good turnout.
It was really, really nice.
Good.
He was happy.
He's from, well,
And that's the key thing.
he's home right now for spring break. He's at Champlain College, which is, no, it's in Vermont. It's in Burlington. And it's like, computer science, geeky stuff like he does, and lots of socially awkward kids like he is. But I don't know, apparently he's still not finding socially awkward.
Has a couple problems.
No, they're 18. This is their first year.
Egypt maturation.
She ain't I haven't heard of that.
You know each other.
Yeah.
Two of my favorite people. Two of my favorite people.
Oh,
I just sat there and here comes Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Greg.
I'm in your seat, Gregory.
It's okay.
I'm in your seat.
I'll take your seat.
Take it.
You may not want to.
Take it.
Good.
Get up.
Let's take it that Mary's not going to go to Doris. Right.
Loose. I was like, hey, I don't say anything coming out of my mouth. They say, okay. Hey, boss. So I think we need to reinstitute our late job.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do we get a vote on that?
As was I. Yes.
All those in favor? Late job?
Yes.
All those in favor?
That's
How about that lovely lady sitting next to you? What do you think? Late jar? Should we get the late jar again? Again? We tried it before, didn't we try it? We tried it the first time, remember? Hey, good. We're going to do our late. That's right, that's what I want. I want to shame them.
There you go.
I want to shame them.
Change the shame.
Shame them.
You know what?
Oh, that's that. He's having something in there, right? You want that much? It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Right? Isn't that a lot of money? Oh, yeah.
I talked to him.
Absolutely. You just found this out?
No, I'm just.
Oh, no. I want you to be a wholly owned subsidiary. No. That's funny. That is hilarious. Who approached you?
And then again, you could be late.
Well, she probably recommended you. She probably recommended you.
Good morning.
She probably, what is this?
Two new designees.
Two.
Am I coming on? Mr. Long?
Matthew Washington. I don't know who this LaShawn Henry is. I don't know. Rodriguez, throwing anybody on there. You know what I mean? Who's this man?
In this room
All the time? Why? Right. You don't like the other rooms?
Apparently, they got numerous.
It's a state agency. Probably because Curtis is in charge. That's why they get all the old stuff over there. Huh? What? Messages. Can we put them at the camera would be in the way. The little kid said, who's over there? It's mute.
I just took it off of mute, but I can't hear you at all.
Okay. All right. You got it. Oh,
Patrick, I could only hear you on the phone.
oh, okay. Let me hang up.
Okay. Patrick?
Two at once.
Patrick?
No, it's not funny, but it's typical calling to the bridge.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Wait 1 minute, Rudy.
Yes.
Okay. I took it off of mute. He asked me to take it off of mute.
Yeah. No, we cannot. I'm working with them.
Patrick, talk to her again, see if she
Hello? Patrick?
Yes,
I
Anna,
don't hear you.
what is, I know there's a problem, on the mic, but, what's the number that I can reach you?
I don't see a mute on the
This number, right here.
It'll be somebody.
Okay, is Rudy in the room?
Yes, Rudy's in the boardroom as well.
Okay, so he has my cell phone.
Yes.
Can you tell him to call me on my cell phone? Because
No.
Please call him on the cell phone.
But,
Yeah, listen,
Patrick?
yes.
Hold on.
okay,
Patrick,
yeah.
why don't you just,
Can't hear.
Patrick,
Yes.
why don't you just use the conference call instead? Do you have a conference? Do you have a conference phone for that room?
No, there's no conference phone.
Hello, this is Maritere Arce on the phone.
Conference phone is, and
on the phone.
How are you?
Doing well, thank you. Sorry, I couldn't
You
be
don't
there
have
in
a phone in
person.
that room?
yes.
Okay, we didn't start
Patrick?
yet.
No, it's not bad.
Patrick? Patrick? Patrick?
Oh, Anna.
You don't have a phone in that room?
No, there's no phone because it's not.
The audio is good now.
No, it's not good because they can't hear us.
Oh, she was just talking then.
No, she can hear me here.
They can't watch.
Somebody's on the phone, not that.
Oh, right. Well,
Somebody called in.
Someone would have to put in all this information just so
This is the man yet.
yeah, there's no www.
Still not hearing us.
All right, can you hold on?
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell them to find the phone and speaker and call the conference number you provided here, right? The conference, audio conference, the 519-549. That.
Okay, Patrick,
Yes.
find a phone with a speaker, and then
It's not
call
needed on
the
this side.
audio number that I gave you, 518-549-3000, on that sheet that I sent you, that email.
Mm-hmm.
And then the conference ID will be 02401.
02. The 518-549.
3000. And the conference ID code would be the 02401.
Well, don't do that
But
yet.
you know,
because it's still working.
in here there is no phone.
There is-
Can you
well,
find a phone with a speaker?
It's not set up. It's not set up for that in here.
Patrick, you need to have a voice. So if you don't have a sound, the meeting is useless.
Rudy, I understand what you're saying, but this is not our room. This is on the 16th floor.
Yeah, but Patrick, when we tested
This
it,
is a classroom.
when we tested it yesterday, it worked.
Yeah.
So what could have happened between today and yesterday?
That I don't know.
I think the mic is muted. Can you? The mic is muted. I think.
Let me call.
The
let me
mic.
call the other guy.
The
I'm
mic.
gonna call you back.
I believe the mic is muted.
Okay, hold on one second. Hold on.
Because we tested yesterday. And we talked to each other and everything yesterday.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a call right back. Let's see if it works.
Okay, thank you.
I swear.
Rose, can we get a jar so we can reinstitute the late?
Can you hear me now?
The late jar.
We need the late jar.
We spoke to each other.
Is that in the statute? Are we allowed to do that?
No.
What can we do?
So, Sean, you heard about the late jar? Anybody late? Now, where the money goes, we don't know.
This one is.
I like that. I like that.
People come on time to purpose, right?
Everything good on John's side?
But no one's got that 518. 549-3000. Yes.
We would have walked.
No, I do not.
Turn in the
So
other.
maybe.
Is there a phone?
No, do not disconnect. No, do not disconnect it. It may very well be a phone.
Phone that can be connected here.
Okay.
19.
Yeah, we did provide that. We did provide a number.
Woody, can you hear me?
Please.
Still John.
Oh, three more.
Three more. Ernestine. My darling.
Let me pick and hang up and then dial again.
The other. Okay. Let me disconnect this one and connect with you. Check our audio and then we can connect back.
The last time I saw you, you walked in, you walked out. So you need to make friends with Rashida, because she'll bring you on sale. Some stuff maybe because they only have a size or two, and she brought me some shoes for like, you know. She's tall, Long nails.
No, Sheena, not me.
Hello, Sheena. Hello. Yes. Patrick.
Really?
Step down for a second. Come, Anna's calling you.
What's up, Pete?
Hello?
What's this on
On the floor, I don't know.
No, I'm no.
7th floor board.
This particular room is just a video conference room, I think, for the building.
You know something?
What sound is coming from, whatever. I don't know who else.
You assume the risk. Yeah.
And, no.
So I looked at
Liking these cheeks.
nobody's gonna let you.
Hello. Patrick.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? They're gonna hang up and then dial again.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's gonna hang up and dial again.
Go ahead.
Okay.
They hung up Southern Bridge. They hung call back in. Yes.
Hello.
Hello, is this still on? Are we still on the call?
This is Dana Reed. I just dialed in.
Oh,
As a
okay.
participant.
All right, this is
I
Patty
just spoke to
Fairley.
Rose though.
I was hearing all the noise from the conference room, but now I don't hear anyone except you, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Okay. Well, I just got off with Rose, who gave me the number. So I guess we stand by.
Yeah, they probably muted it on their side.
Hi, that wasn't her. So what do I do? No, she's like, we will, like our kids have to go to school with these kids, right? Like, but again, I don't think it's as simple as voting people out. I think it is, you tell me why I'm not experienced enough for white people, but I am for black people. Like, I really think it is more directed than a vote, that when I don't believe in their policies in the first place. Right. Mhm.
One more.
Okay.
We actually need one. Everybody know the deputy borough president, right?
Me.
Be red. Put it up.
No, but her kids' best friends are, and she wants. She's like, they asked me if I can go to socks, so that's her connection. Right, and I think what you should say is, why do I want someone that's not experienced? If you don't want her, why do I want her? she's not experienced. Like I would play it that way. Like we want experienced people. What's experience? I'm hot.
No, I do not.
Just having a little hearing
Yeah, I left her a
problem.
message and I sent her the email too. I haven't. This is all just this morning. I woke up and reread, and I saw you, and I'm like, no, I'm not experienced enough for pop. They don't, they need better than me, in your eyes, Wendy. They've really opened an ugly door.
I just unmute mine again. So who could mute my microphone from here?
Yes, Patrick.
Well, no.
So, can Rudy hear? Can you guys hear?
No, I can't hear you, Patrick. I cannot.
There's a problem with this.
Can you hear us?
Yes, perfectly.
We can't hear you.
Right.
Hold on, here's Rudy.
How about now? Can you hear me?
No, I cannot. We cannot hear you on the screen. So
Exactly.
I don't know whether you have the phone on mute or the video on mute.
So the volume is up
You
and
need
the audio is not muted.
a
But
phone or even a cell phone for that matter, and call the bridge.
It's mindless to me. I want
No, it's not muted.
Put the cell phone on speaker.
ongoing.
The volume is up. I hear them clearly, but clearly.
To pick a fucking for a like I volunteer.
ID's coming through for
Our mic with some.
What's the theme? What's your booth? What's like?
I have
I can do it. But if you're telling me, in kindergarten that that's what you have to do to take leadership roles, then you tell me that in kindergarten, and I'll do it. I'll do a day. And if you want me to do a day to be a leader, then okay, if that's how you define experience, but you never told me that. And furthermore, now you're telling me that, and this is my biggest problem. I'm experienced for colored people only, and that's a battle that they will never win. So this is much larger than a vote to me, and I would abstain. Like I don't want to vote on. What am I voting on? Like the.
When I call her, I can never get it. When she calls, I have to respond. I'm talking about you. It's always on your turn. Whenever.
Well, okay, you just gotta call him.
No, I did not. But no, but when I call her, I can never get it. You came out there this morning?
Right.
We just heights land.
So you must have.
I'm gonna put this on mute for a second because I need to talk to my controller. All right?
Is that how we did it on the test?
Yeah, more or less.
Right. Okay.
Right. And all I'm looking for is a definition on experience.
Okay. So let's try that. Right.
Okay. Right. 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 But this is like headline worthy. Like if you here's the headline, right? Single black woman, 2 black boys, struggling to pay tuition, volunteers for head of PA. She gets pushed to head of colored PA. Like that's what this is. And that's not what I'm telling you this, I'm not telling other people that. Sorry, I'm just talking to you.
but I haven't been, but it's okay. When do those petitions come out?
They don't have a couch.
They don't, okay.
Voice. This is yesterday I just spoke to the lady.
Ask them if they can hear now. I can see the boardroom. Yeah.
And why are they more experienced? Because they did April 5th? Like, why are they?
If they can hear us.
That's the public argument.
Hey, Ernie. Rudy, can you hear me now? Learn how to take yes for an answer. Right? I learned that from him. You hear me?
Yes, that's the problem. There's no sound on your end. I need them to get a cell phone, a Apple, iPhone, or a BlackBerry camera, put it on speaker, and put it on the table so we can do this meeting.
I got a BlackBerry.
Can you walk downstairs and tell them that, please? Yes, get somebody's cell phone and put it on speaker, and let's do this meeting.
You said he wants a BlackBerry.
But they do understand,
I got a BlackBerry. Probably only one.
As like unbiased, just trying to move towards him. I just haven't bothered her. She's on her way out, and her car's like sitting up.
I try to do a selfie. Would they be watching me? I'll go sit down. Thank you.
I don't know what it is on that.
Hello?
Volume is up. See any problems on this.
And that's the thing, again, the policies are flawed. Like,
all right.
You there's no real, again, that's my biggest issue, there is no real policy. Like, we need to look at the bylaws.
Curtis, you on? Is it good?
No, we got one more.
One more? You promised me?
I was nominated though.
They don't want you to get upset.
We have the numbers of the contract. Right. 549-3000, and then when they ask you for a conference ID, it's 02401.
You know, like, and they didn't, and this is Katie's position. She's like, but we didn't even get to present ourselves. They don't know me. We didn't even get to interview with the
Mr. Chair.
And so, step off of the color.
Itself has a microphone that should work.
We didn't present ourselves. I did write an email, but I don't know.
Where was the technician that helped you?
How am I explaining for color parents and not for all parents? That.
Yeah.
So what do you do with this now? Like, you'll call me.
Patrick, can you hear me from the conference room? You can hear the sound from our conference room. Okay, you can hear okay,
You can hear them perfectly.
Yeah. Right. But I'm not even sure that I'm fighting for the position anymore. I'm fighting for school that we pay for.
Okay, apparently you just joined by the phone. You need to turn the microphone off of the unit.
Okay, give me a minute. There's something else. No, mute it. Just to mute it. You asked if you can mute the sound. Because I'm trying, yeah, to mute our side.
getting feedback in the room?
Yeah, yes.
Can you lower the volume all the way? Can you turn the
Still
volume
good.
off?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. You're turning our volume down. Okay.
How about now?
Well, you need to tell me. Do you hear feedback in the room?
No.
Okay. Keep the volume off.
All right, so we gotta keep the. Still getting that something like a loop sound. Yeah. No.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Right. Right.
We have 4 minutes to view our audio.
How did that happen with you?
Hello. Please enter the.
Mr. Rose, we just go, huh? Gentlemen. Oh, good. I gotta go to schedule. She's incessantly basketball. Trust me, okay? So, I'm typically from.
No one's talking on that side right now. But
No, only when they have. We have to play Saturday in this game.
I'm not hearing anything.
She's run that. You wasn't in. Oh, you still talking about ball? I mean, ball at Riverbank.
Speaking over there.
Yes, sir. No, it's like I got a minute.
That's which I still
And then they pay us.
The only time I can afford. Let me ask you.
Yes. You should have at the very least, you should have at least.
I think that's enough the audio because I'm not hearing them now.
And also a couple of solid sport colors to mix and match. Yes, you do.
There's a big gap. But I don't know why we can't do Michael Johnson like Earl and Abraham at 5.
From their side, I'm not hearing on this. Let's set up some kind of the phone with the audio.
You got a plan to catch.
They're saying they can't get us on the phone.
Yeah.
They said they need a BlackBerry.
Hey,
on?
Hey,
good?
We're good?
Good. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I now call to order the meeting of the Harlem Community Development Corporation for today being Friday, March 18th, 2016.
Leave it.
I'd like to note for the record that this meeting is, as if we couldn't guess, is being webcast. As I see a couple board members rolling their eyes. Anyway, we have received the relevant materials in advance of today's meeting and are free to ask questions at any time. Consistent with the policy of our parent corporation, the Empire State Development Corporation, we welcome public comment on the items on the agenda. After each item is presented and any comments are received from the directors, we will allow members of the public to provide comments. All the comments should be limited to 2 minutes and should only be addressed to the item that is under consideration. Before we begin with the substantive portion of the meeting, I would like to ask the directors whether anyone has a potential conflict of interest with respect to any of the items on today's agenda. Hearing none.
I'm abstaining from the conversation.
As you have in the past. Thank you, Mr. Watson. If so, I'd like to ask if we make appropriate disclosure on the record at this time. We will then be sure that you recuse yourselves from any discussion or vote with regard to any such items. Foregoing has been noted for the record. The first order of business is the approval of the minutes of the Board of Directors of our August 11, 2015 meeting. Has everyone had a chance to look at those minutes? I'd love to take a motion. All right. Is there a second? All in favor? Thank you. Well, first, before we go into our agenda, I would like to announce, or at least notice, that sitting in for our Manhattan Borough President, we have two new designees. Sitting in for our Manhattan Borough President, we have Mr. Matthew Washington, and sitting in for Robert Rodriguez, our assemblyperson from the 68th Assembly District, we have Ms. LaShawn Henry, right here. All right, thank you for coming. And I will now ask Curtis Archer to present the request for approval of Harlem CDC's fiscal year 2016-2017 operating and weatherization budgets. Mr. Archer.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. As is done always in the past, Harlem CDC is charged with having our board approve our budget, and then said budget then going before the whole ESD board for approval. So I'll say pursuant to state finance law, Harlem CDC's annual budget must be approved by our board, and a copy of the proposal should be in yours under tab 3. The FY 2016-2017 operating budget as a total of $1,091,140 and a total of $226 in non-personnel services, primarily professional services, office maintenance, and other administrative expenses. The total of all personal service and non-personal service amounts for the operating budget for this fiscal year is $1,323,366. As you know, some of the highlights, and I'll just gloss over them, but we're going to continue to work with NYC & Company and local stakeholders to plan and implement marketing promotional initiatives to enhance tourism in Upper Manhattan as a component of economic development. Provide intake and counseling while coordinating ESD or Minority and Women Business Enterprise certification, and provide technical assistance and co-sponsorship where appropriate to business improvement districts, local development corporations, and related entities within our catchment area. In addition to the operating budget of Harlem CDC, we also will be approving the weatherization assistance budget, which, as we know, is federal dollars coming through the Department of Energy and Health and Human Services. The 2016-2017 budget being proposed for weatherization is $1,066,268. The Weatherization Assistance Program is, as I mentioned, funded by those two federal entities, and the Weatherization Division will continue to complete and issue RFPs for contracting weatherization work to be performed in all buildings in the SWAP pipeline, and complete work scopes and award contracts to ensure completion of all assigned units. That is it.
Any other discussion? Would love to, yes, discuss.
I had a question. I noticed that the insurance went down on the operating budget. I'm just curious why. It was cut in half. How you did that?
Insurance went down on the operating budget. Any comment on it?
I know that we switched providers. Somebody help me out here.
ESDC, can you hear us?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
I would love to repeat the question.
Why? How did the insurance get cut in half on the operating budget? Insurance costs.
Why or how did the insurance get cut by half on the operating budget of HCG?
It's primarily a function of ESD, the parent corporation, retaining a new insurance provider and a new insurance agent. So they went out to the market and shopped kind of across the board for the corporation and all subsidiaries. They were able to obtain more favorable pricing in some areas, and some of the allocations are changed, but the coverage is remaining consistent with prior years.
Thank you very much. I would love to entertain a motion. Second. Thank you. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you so much. Thank you. And one more time, I want to have Curtis Archer will now present the authorization to amend the contract with Konica Minolta Business Solutions for copier. Sure. Very important. Okay. Background of all CDC exited a 5-year equipment lease with Konica Minolta Business Solutions USA for the use of photocopier equipment and supplies and maintenance services. And what we're looking at now is an add-on or an amendment to the contract. The contract original amount was $31,069. We're looking for an increase of approximately $7,271.40, not to exceed that amount, making the total amount of $38,340.42. With the expiration date of this amendment and contract to be September 28, 2016. Now, the average combined monthly charge for maintenance of this machine is $517.82. The average quarterly charge for color copies, make color copies, $650. Due to greater than anticipated usage, the original contract value of $31,069 is almost depleted and is insufficient to cover the estimated payment and color copy charges over the 9 months remaining in the term of the lease. And one thing must be noted that under our CDC's reorg is one thing that we've literally been like on steroids doing. We've been doing a lot of workshops and business seminars from residential components as well as also small business services that we've been doing throughout our catchment area. And with that, there's been a demand for more copies for distribution at those banks. Any other discussion?
I just want to say I'm glad that Curtis found a copier that did not require any further environmental.
Very important.
If you found a copy that did require environmental.
Any other discussion? Hearing none. Love to take this proposal for approval. Aye. Second. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, thank you so much. Next, Mr. Archer will present to us the highlights of the President's report. The item is being presented for your information only, and no votes will be required. Mr. Archer, the floor is yours.
Well, having heard that, Mr. Chair, I would say that it is in your packet. If there are any questions, you may contact me at 212-961-4156. I will answer any and all.
Thank you, Mr. Archer. You're a wise man. Is there any old business? Is there any new business?
Well, let me just say that, as I mentioned before, Harlem CDC, as you know, has been like on the forefront in terms of presenting a lot of very informative workshops and forums. They are free and open to the public. If you know anyone thinking about starting a business in our catchment area, please send them to Harlem CDC. We partner with any and every entity that's been vetted by our group here, and if they pass muster, we will absolutely partner with them and provide resources about information so that they can open up a small business, or they might want to learn about home buyer counseling, financial literacy, and credit counseling. Yes.
I know this there was a
Yes, 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 absolutely. Okay.
There are 4 businesses in the Central First Party that have gone out.
We definitely offer counseling to businesses. Hopefully, before the 11th hour, before they're in that situation, but absolutely, we have those types of workshops. Partner with the SBDCs, the EAP, I'm sorry for acronyms, but Small Business Development Center, the Entrepreneurial Assistance Program. We, on Monday evenings, we actually run WeGo for workshops here, workshop and business opportunities for those thinking about starting a business from ground up. And then we have targeted technical assistance, one-on-one counseling with business who may be experiencing trouble. And we can then bring in a, let's say, SWAT people, as you put, whether it was a ninja type SWAT team, work with them one-on-one with counseling. Any other discussion? Hearing none. That was a big emotion. You adjourn.
Wait, just one thing for the record. Dana Reed was on the line and was not able to attend, just for the minutes.
Come in.